This conference will
Yes.
now be recorded. This conference will now be recorded. This conference will now be recorded.
So thanks for waiting, everybody. And yes, now the session is getting recorded. And first of all, a quick recap of what we had done till date. So we started setting up a client, that is Zara, as a project to begin with. So how we start a project, a kind of understanding relevant. I made the complete structure design on the board for your understanding. That is setup of the client infrastructure, which is all about organization master data, organization structure, enterprise structure, any name, the concept is same. So we framed the hierarchy on the board, right? Now moving forward, we logged into SAP screen, and yesterday we did the first base setup of the company and the company code to begin with, and followed by we need to set up the rest all the areas in the SAP system now. That is the setup of the company code, the setup of the plant, setup of the division, setup of the storage location, warehouse, followed by the shipping point, sales organization, distribution channel, division, and all. So one by one, we will see. So let me get into the SAP screen. So hope you all are going through everyday session, because practice at your leisure, but need to go through everyday session for your best understanding, for your clarity, so that you'll be in constant touch, knowing what we are done and where we are into. So you do your groundwork. Just attending the session is not at all the knowledge. Attending the session, you all will come to know where we are and what we are into. All right, everybody. Done. So let me step into the SAP screen. Allow me a minute. And yes, I see you all send me an add request on Skype. Still few didn't. Please do send me an add request so that you get the recording. Just a minute, everybody. So go back to the IMG screen. What is the T code to go to IMG screen? Anybody? SPRO.
Bro.
Yes, very good. Enterprise structure. And here we talk about definition. So we've been to financial accounting, and we just started defining the company and company code yesterday. Right now, the plant, logistics general. See, plant is such an area which will be operated by the first who operate the plant,
Code.
production people, production. Second, who operate inventory. Third, who operate warehouse.
Warehouse.
Fourth, who operate SD. And see, finance is something which is away from logistics. Finance invests the capital so that manufacturing starts. So finance is the backup for initiation. But operations point of view, if you see, number one, production leads to inventory, leads to warehousing, leads to sales. So why I'm telling all this? Plant interacts with production module, interacts with inventory model, interacts with warehouse model, interact with sales model, interacts with finance model. So when you connect the plant to sales department, it also interacts with all these modules. So cross functionalities. See, subject is same. Functionality never change. Versions in SAP may change. The way of customizing may have slight difference, but functionality will never. So you are learning the complete subject in terms of raw configuration right from the scratch. So please focus and please understand every relation what I express, and you will see the output as it is in the system as O2C. O2C is our target of SD module. What is output of SD means O2C, order to cash. So to work on O2C, what all the things are needed, all to be configured, relevant to your module, relevant to other module, then only you can see one full end-to-end project cycle in terms of execution. Right. So I keep saying this, please understand the effect of. So why we make the plant? Because of the interactive bridging of the relation among the modules leads to the sales module. Because SD is the final phase of the company. So when you want every organ of the body to be functional, it need to be get connected internally. Okay. So define plant. That is the purpose why we define the plant. So define plant here. Double click. New entries, short name, 4 letters, can be one, can be two, can be three, or can be four. So I say new entries here. What is the company we have taken? What is our project client? Zara. Say ZARP as my plant short name identity. Detail name Zara plant 01. Now name 2. You can give location wise identity. So what I was writing on the board, in fact, what the client is selling here, their plant is located in Chennai. Their plant is located in Chennai. Right? So I give here Chennai plant. Anything can give. See, everything will be told by the client. Just seed it in your mind. I need to configure SAP system. I need to customize the infrastructure of the client who Zara here for us during the live project, whatever the client you have been assigned by your company. So whatever is being told, however it is being told, I need to set up. That's all. It's like in a simple words, I say you need to go to a destination. You just type the destination name in Google Map. It is taking where to go right, where to go left, where to go straight. So you don't need to ask anybody what to do, where to do, kind of. So you just follow the arrow how it takes. The same way how the client tells. You need to make. You should know how to make, that's all. So remember this point, and just every activity what we do is all about this particular point specific only. And here you can see language, street, post box number. Sir, I want to give address, but it is not allowing me. Why? Because the fields are in display mode. Even though you want, you cannot give any details over here. Even though you want, you cannot give any details over here. Then how? Fine. You will get into that understanding as we go. First, come straightly down. Now here you see two fields which are in enable mode. If I ask you to read, can anybody read what is this? What is this? What is this?
Country code, city code.
Country code and city code.
Yes. Again, I ask, again, you say country code. But please understand, it's not country, it is county. So everybody just say, even initially those days when I was learning, I also thought it is country only. Don't think you are the alone who made this mistake. Because only one letter which differs from country and county. So it is county code. First of all, county codes will not be in every country. What is county? County is nothing but like a municipal code. For example, if I talk about USA, 100 and county, New Jersey county, New York county. So it's all about a municipal code, that is a state code kind of. So during the live project, if the SAP is implemented in those companies where we have the county concept, the client will source and that will maintain. So the county code is all about if having, so again it is not must, even though if it is a US based project or German based project where we have a county concept, it's an optional field, county and city code. So here when you're practicing, no need to maintain them, ignore, not required. And the very important field is the factory calendar here. So what is the purpose of factory calendar? See here, few companies work 5 day a week. Few companies work a 6 day a week. Few companies work 7 day a week. And few companies work 7 day a week, 24/7. So how the working days and non-working days, working time and non-working time understood by the system based upon the factory calendar. That's the reason it's very important. So factory calendar is the scope and the source which makes the user to understand the company's working and non-working days point of view. All right, so understand this point. Now, who make the factory calendar? You need to understand, and what to be maintained here, you need to understand. For time being, leave this field blank. Probably in the end of tomorrow's session, you will understand the factory calendar concept and what to be maintained. So at the moment, you understand factory calendar tells you about the working and non-working days and the time part. All right, fine. So, sir, again, you may think, what about these fields? Click on the address tab here. See what happened here? The server got disconnected. When you get this message, that means the server got disconnected. So there may be two reasons why you get this. One thing, your internet, if get disconnected, you will get this. Or for a long time, you left the screen idle without doing any activities. So the session will get expired. So it is for a security reasons. How much time it allows, that depending upon the timeline which has been kept by the administrator, the idle screen allowance point of view. Okay, so how much time an idle screen can be, depending upon the user, that is the what you say, the admin maintaining the user credentials with timeline point of view. So when you relog in again, you get this screen. So continue with this log on and end other logs in the system. You need to select this first option. Why means you got disconnected directly because of the time lapse. If hiddenly that screen is on, you may get inconvenience in further login again. That is, in which screen you are. If that screen is properly not closed, again you log in with the new user. Again you log in with your user. Again you go to the same screen. It may be visible only in display mode. So when you see the screen only in display mode, that means it is being used by somebody in the backend. So it is being used by somebody in the backend. That means properly not closed by you, maybe one reason, or the screen is being used by somebody else. When two people are trying to log into one application, you may get a display lock. So I say here display lock. So you may get the screen is been locked, maybe with your username, maybe some other username if I give you a message. So when you get the screen display lock, what you need to do? Okay, type here the T code. Just a minute. So here it is not allowing. Yeah, SM12. Enter. So SM12 is a T code which allows you to delete the lock entries, and here remove your username and give star. See why I'm telling this. Trainees, when practicing, you are practicing for your company purpose. The same server, when your other colleague, other co-learner is also practicing for his practice purpose. When two people are trying to log into one application, there may be a clash, and you'll think what's gone around. So display log, that's all. It's quite common even during the live project because multiple consultants work for one project. Sometimes a tables which support one application, if it is engaged for other application supportive, you may get a lock screen. So remove your username and give star and enter. And it starts showing, see, SD user 019 logged in, and he was running on some application, and this is the most of the tables of that particular application related. Fine, that's all fine. See, you see the lock entries here. That's what you need to focus. So lock entries, say delete all. So you're not deleting anything from the database. You are just deleting that clash. It's like you are clearing the traffic, and where you are able to move in the same direction with other persons also moving the same direction. So without disturbing somebody's activity, you are trying to move on for your process. So delete lock entries in one shot. Sometimes all the locks may not be deleted. So again, lock entries, delete all till you see everything blank. Keep moving. Fine. Go a step back. Refresh now. Now the lock has been deleted. So why I shown this? For your convenient purpose when you're practicing, if you get a lock, how to remove. So let me go back. SAP reference IMG, enterprise structure, definition, logistics general, plant, define plant, new entries, ZARP, SARA, plant 01, and here factory calendar will maintain further later. Click on the address tab because I need to get these fields to be updated over here. So click on the address tab. Sir, I missed out clicking on the address tab. I went to save. No worry, still it will give you the address screen because you got a mandatory field over here. A field which got a check mark, it is mandatory. You cannot skip it off. So title, can I give title to plant? Logically, if you think, can I give? Should I give? Will it appear?
I don't think so. No,
No,
the company it should be the title, I guess.
no. If you give title company to the plant, then plant will become a company. What is the logic here? Think about here. See, plant is a part of the company. So plant cannot be titled as company. First point. Plant cannot be Mr. Plant cannot be Miss. So title will not come. That's the reply. Because plant is a part of the company. So remember everybody, only for company code you get the title. Rest all you will not get the title because the independence of identification is the financial operations for purpose the company code. Rest all, just a minute. Rest all what you see. Sales organization is for the operation purpose, plant is for operating purpose, distributor is for operating purpose, division is for operating purpose, sales area is operating purpose, office is operating purpose, person is operating purpose. So these all leads to the operations of this financial infrastructure. So how they are independently identified? No. This is the logic behind why the title will not appear for other resources. All right. No worry. Okay, you are learning, you should give a try when question has been asked. No matter you speak correct answer or wrong. If correct, I say right. If wrong, I'll correct it. Why? So why title will not appear? That is the reason. All right, fine. So now name Zara plant 01. I say Chennai plant. And the search term, as usual, I give short ZA detail. I give Zara. And I say street number 24, postal code 303045. My plant is located in Chennai. That's what my clients are told. Country India and the regions. So now Chennai are given. So 22. So other day when we was making the plan, sorry, other day when we were setting up the company code, the region we have given as what? Mumbai. Because sorry, region we given as Maharashtra because city was Mumbai. So here region I am given as Chennai, sorry, Tamil Nadu. So city because it is Chennai. Right? So continue. Now our request Zara will pop up. So what I said other day, one time creation the request. Every time when you customize, it will show, it will pop up with your request and you say continue. So request pop up is like giving an acknowledgement where it is going and saved. Continue, done. So you can see your details given is been updating on the main screen over here. What you have given in the internal screen that will update over here. Whenever you want to change, you can change. So mistakenly I given 24, my street number is 25. Yes, I click on and I save it, it get updated here. So remember, anything can be changeable, the name can be editable, everything can be editable, but not the short name. Logically, if you think for example, when you are employed in a company, the employer will give you your employee ID, right? And you give all your details, it is been updated in the company's database under your employee ID, and your address got changed, it can be editable. Okay, or some corrections in your name, it can be editable, right? But not your employee ID. The same concept here. Save it and back. Done. Done. Back. Now the division. So division is all about the identification of the range of product identity. So here we make the division as what? Zara. I'm sorry, just a minute. Yeah. Zara clothing has one division, Zara accessories has one division, and Zara general has one division. That's what the client Zara told me. That's what I, as a consultant, made a draft. That's what Zara, as a client, approved it. And that's what we need to set up in the system. So make it simple for yourself. So define division. So product lines are limited, but products under a line is many. So in other words, I can say a division is an identification of a spectrum of products. Spectrum means a range. Generally, I'll give an example of say shopper stop or lifestyle. Think if you go to shopper stop, for example, you have menswear, we have women's wear, and we have kids wear. Three divisions, that's all. For example, if you take kids wear, we have just born, we have boys, we have girls, we have teens. So division is kids. Under this there are sub product lines. So how to come across with sub product lines, you will be seeing in the coming days when you work on materials master setup of infrastructure, right? So first the main shell identity, that is a division. So three divisions in our case for Zara. So define division, double click on it. Now here he accept two letter short name. So I just come down because my company is Zara. So I search the short names what are occupied in Zara. See, whatever short name you want to give. So I want to give Z1. It is occupied by already somebody. I cannot give that. So see what is occupancy in the system and start giving. For example, I say new entries. I want to give Z1. If I say enter, it says already an entry already exists because somebody is used. So you need to come up with your short name according to your preference. I say ZC, Zara clothing, ZA, Zara accessories, and ZG, Zara general. So since nobody is made with these three short names, I can go. If somebody is made this, then I should try with some other name. So why I'm telling, when you're practicing in the server for your practice purpose, if you see an entry which is coming with already exists, try with some other name, right? So the description what I want to give here, I say ZAR, Zara clothing. I say Zara accessories. Just a minute. And I say Zara general. Enter. Save it. Done. Go a step back. Back. So we made the division set. Now plant we made division. It is coming under logistics general. Why? Again, the same logic of plant. Division, manufacturing point of view. Division, inventory point of view. Division, warehouse point of view. Division, sales point of view. So division interacts with all these modules. That is the reason they are general. So why some things come under logistics general means out of the entire logistics operation, some general areas which is not specific to any module. That is nothing but department. This is PP, this is MM, this is WM, this is sales, SD. I need a product of division to sell. They need a product to invent of division to maintain in warehouse. They need a product of division in the inventory to be maintained. They need a product of division in the production to be manufactured. So why they come under logistics general areas? This is the purpose. A common source which interacts with entire LE, logistics executable purpose. That is logistics general areas. All right, fine now. Now moving forward, you all need to understand the flow of the purpose of under materials management, why we need to make a storage location. The storage location is something which is an immediate place where you maintain the stock within the plant. See, internal stock point. So what I've written here, storage location is an internal stock point. Storage location is located within the plant where you maintain the stock. All right, everybody. Storage location is internal stock point where you maintain the stock. So there is a purpose why I say specifically this saying internal stock point. You see this. Now when I want to make a storage location here, what it is asking, it is giving you a pop-up saying the plant. It is giving you a
Sir,
pop-up. Stay down. Anything, make a note, I'll guide you later. So it is giving you a pop-up of plant. So plant is all about the work area. So plant is all about work area. So I need to set the storage location identity within my plant. I need to set my storage location identity within my plant. So that's what event system says. Give the work area. Sir, I forgot what I made my plant name. Right? Fine. So we'll come across this, but we need to make this sales and distribution core areas. I think one of you was trying to remind me this. Thank you. I know I recollected it. So here, mistakenly, I came to materials management. After you define the plant and division under logistics general, you need to set these areas. See, and it is not must you should follow in this sequel only. SAP's design the content in this sequel. An SD guy comes to SD areas, a finance guy go to finance areas, inventory guys goes to inventory area, and the logistics guy goes to executable areas according to the module. But here, when you're practicing, please come same sequel. Sir, can I do financial accounting now? Then I go to sales and distribution. Then I come back. See, any way you can do. It is definition. But there is a bright chance of missing. So please try to come first. Finish up these. Then come to logistics general. Then go to sales and distribution. Then go to materials management. Then come to logistics execution. Okay. So thank you. One of you raised your voice that made me to recollect what is the reason kind of. Thank you. Now, after we make the plant and division, close this. Now, core areas of our module, sales organization. Sales organization is what? Sales location geographical, which is intangible. You cannot see a location. Location is an identity of a geographical area. In the geographical area, you see the outlets, that is distribution channel. You see a corporate office, that is office. You see people are working. So I need to set in the system the geographical sales location. For that, the distribution channels. In that, the office. For that, the people. That is what I was explaining even on the board. So what I was writing here, let me go to the whiteboard. The sales organization, south, north, east, west. How many ever the company have, we need to make. As an example, I given a sales location, a state wise it can be, country wise it can be, city wise it can be, street wise it can be. So how the way the company is organized. So the stretch of your sales location geographically, the way the company is organized, the way the company is operating. Okay, so we cannot restrict. This should be a stretch of a sales organization. It can be anyway. So execute, define sales organization, double click on it. Watch me and notice everywhere we are going by new entries. Please follow the same flow when you are practicing. When you go in this mode, you will get explored with a lot of new functionality, new features of other modules and in your module also, so that I can highlight them and I can teach them so that you can practice them and you can know what is the impact of them. That is the latest updates what you'll be seeing. Irrespective of the server, knowing the updates is very important. Okay, so please understand, you get to know, you need to know every part of the process as on current customizing patterns of SAP as per this latest environment of SAP that meets the latest expectation of job market, latest expectation of work survival requirements also. Please understand. Right, so 4 letter short name, the sales location, and here you all can see SAP has been given the what do you say the example namings for every purpose. See, I want to create my sales organization, so I go by new entries, but it's fine. But here you'll see some are SAP default sample names given by SAP. So you can see here sales organization Germany, Frankfurt, okay, Germany, Berlin, France, Paris, like that we have Spain, Barcelona, Italy, Milan. So your sales location geographically it can be country wise or it can be state wise or it can be city wise. However, the company is organized. Please understand. All right. So new entries, I'll say. In my case, I say ZAR. My short name, I say ZAR. Yes, represents my sales organization. And the detailed name, I'll say Zara Sales ORG, and in the bracket, I say South. That is S represents South. Statistic currency. What is the purpose of statistic currency? When you are operating your sales location geographically, when some sale happens through this sales location geographically, what is the currency pattern is to be responsible, what is the currency pattern is to be accessible. So here remember one point, what is the currency you take for your financial infrastructure, the same currency should follow for everything. INR. So here also I give INR, and it is not must, it should be, it can be different also. If the company is into export, then the sales locations will be in other countries also. So here in such case, the other currencies also can be taken. So when you take other currencies, the exchange rate matters. Exchange rate again control will be from the finance counter. So it is not must your sales location or other areas should follow the same currency of company code. If you give other currencies, the exchange rate matters, which will be controlled in the finance domain. So generally we give the same currency to avoid the exchange rate effects because we are from logistics part. So why I'm saying this, during the live project, the other currencies also can be for the sales organization. Here, when you're practicing, give the same to avoid inconveniences. See, I give INR. When I say enter here, it still throw a message, not as an error, as a warning. Changing the statistic currency causes data inconsistency. That means the data will be inconsistent. See, customer living in USA and the company located in India, customer is placing an order from USA and the company of India is delivering the product. Customer from USA pay in USD and the company in India receive the payment in INR. Definitely there will be an exchange rate applicable. That is what it says. Our customer from India places an order. Company is located in USA. This customer pay in INR. In the company's finance book, it updates in USD. So exchange rate applicable. So if the product cost is somewhere around $50 in USA, $50, he pay a big amount of INR from India, some thousands, right? So that exchange rate deviation will be applicable. So it is all about, in the finance control, they manage the exchange rate deviation preference. That exchange rate deviation control also you will feel experience in the coming days in some application when you work on the global settings part. But here maintain INR only when you're practicing. Whatever currency you're given to your company code is the same to be. And here one point, please everybody, no matter whichever country example you whichever company example you're taking, unfortunately that company is located in some other country and you want to take some other country like USA or Middle East or Australia. See, here you're learning. When you're learning, no matter you reside in whichever country, no matter you reside in, you prefer to take whichever country's project. So don't take randomly any other countries because servers are maintained here. So defaultly it is with INR standard exchange rates organized. If you take other countries, you may face an inconvenience in exchange rate deviation. So to avoid such, so please take INR and IN as India for any kind of project company what you want to practice, so that these exchange rates will not affect your practice. All right. Enter. Now address tab. Title, no. Sales location is a part of sales infrastructure, which is a part of financial infrastructure. So title, no. So I say Zara sales org south. I say here ZA Zara. Say street number 32. I give some postal code 505034. Give something. I say located in Karnataka, India. And here I give the state code of Karnataka. Enter. Right. I think the operation changed. Anytime you can go back and change the, it is not no more a Karnataka, it is now Hyderabad. Change it. And here make it as 34, the state code of Telangana. Anything can be changeable, but not the short name ZARS. Remember. Save it. Again, the screen pops up. You can cross check anything you made a mistake. You can recorrect it. Everything is fine. So continue. Our request pops up. Continue again. Go a step back, close it. Now the distribution channel. Distribution channel is all about an identification of outlets. Can be direct, can be online, can be offline. All right. So distribution channel is what? A one line saying. It is an end point from where goods are reachable to the customer. When I say customer, it can be you, it can be a company, it can be a resource of, say, corporate, anything it can be. Customers are in many sources that you'll see in the coming days when you work on our next topic, customer master data. So here the channels through which the product is reachable. So you want to buy, you may go to a store, you may go to web, you may approach the company employee. So three sources I need to make as per our understanding on the board. So distribution channel, define distribution channel, two short names it will take. Okay, let me go to Z alphabet and check what is the occupancies over here. Oh, so many. Okay, so Z1, Z2, Z3, Z4. Okay, okay, okay. So what I do now, I say new entries, ZO, ZF, so ZD, ZF. So Zara online, Zara offline, Zara, sorry, offline no, here I say Zara direct, offline. So three distribution channels. It supports three environments of SAP, right? Yeah. So save it. Your request pops up. So continue back. So what we made today, we made the plant, understanding the effectivity of manufacturing. We made the division, understand the effective of product line identity. We made the sales organization, understand the effectivity of the sales location geographically. We made the distribution channel, understand the effectivity of the outlet identity. Now we need to make an office, a group, a geographical location again, which is tangible. You need to understand. Sales organization, I said intangible. It's a location identity. But office, it is virtually you can see. That is where you go. A live building with infrastructure and the people going and operating. Right? So tomorrow you'll see how to make an office, how to make a sales group, followed by storage location under logistics execution, sorry, materials management, and also the warehouse and shipping point. So we'll complete the definition part by tomorrow. So that Monday you will understand the assignment part. So by the end of Monday or beginning of Tuesday, you will see the hierarchy of this particular Zara company structure, which I was writing on the board in our previous session. So every topic got its own depth of understanding. So just doing in 1 or 2 days, it doesn't fulfill the understanding, I mean, explaining the understanding of effect. So you are learning the complete flow pin to the part. So how better you grab this knowledge and develop a capability on speaking on this, that maturely you can speak during your interview or during your client call or during when you share your knowledge in your work environment. So that gives a mature way of presenting, that gives an opposite person also an understanding what kind of a skill set and knowledge you have. So at least you speak 50% of my spoken, still you can succeed your achievements in a flying colors. All right. So do work, do understand, and do join with the same meeting link. And left out 2 or 3 people in this room didn't send me an add request on Skype. I don't want to name. Do collect my Skype ID and send me an add request. All right. So keep working on till date happening. And I see you all in tomorrow's session. Till then, good night and good day, everybody.